Alright, here we go with Axis and Allies Anniversary 1941. This is going to be the Germany Turn 3. And if you hear some background noise, don't mind, it's just my wife wrapping Christmas presents. Alright, so let's see. Germany needs to spend a little bit of money. They've got 100 IPCs to spend. So, with that 100 IPCs, we're going to buy 6 tanks, 3 fighters, and 1 strategic bomber. And that's all they can spend, or all they can build, because they only have factories enough for 10 units. So that's 36, 48, 58, 68, 78. So that means they're banking 22 IPCs for next turn. So we'll stick that there. Yeah, 22. Alright, let's get to it. So we have a total of 6 battles to declare. First 3 are walk-ins down here in Africa. So we're going to take our infantry from Libya to Morocco and instantly liberate that one from the US. And then our tank from Equatorial Africa is going to go 1, 2, and they're going to take out Belgian Congo and Italian Africa. So that's down 2 for the Brits. So let's go ahead and do that now over here so we don't forget. So up 3 for the Germans, 1, 2, 3 to 37. Down 2 for the UK to 18. And down 1 for the US to 38. Alright. Next, we are going over, or up to Europe. Let's see if I can't change that angle. There we go. So, we are going to go after Karelia, of course. And there'll be no aircraft because I don't want to have to deal with that AA. So we've got 6 tanks, 5 infantry, and 1 artillery. So that'll be 4 at 1, 2 at 2, and 6 at 3, going up against the 1 at 2. Second, we're going to go into Barbarossa. We're going to take 2 infantry in there. And we're also going to take this strategic bomber from France. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and have 2 movements remaining. Our final battle is going to be a strategic bombing run with the bomber from Germany going 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Caucasus, and he'll have 2 movements remaining. So we'll roll these out. Let's go south to north. So over here to the dice. I've got all the dice laid out. So this one first, the strategic bombing run with the AA gun and then the bomber itself, and then going after Barbarossa, the 2 at 1 and the bomber at 4 versus the infantry at 2, and then going after Karelia, the 4 at 1, 2 at 2, 6 at 3 versus 1 at 2. And this is where I start to have to switch my dice up just a little bit when I'm representing the defender for one roll. But typically this would be a 4. Alright, so we'll start off with the AA gun. And that's a miss with a 3. So let's see how much damage we can cause. And 3 damage to the factory there. Alright, so for my damage markers, I use yellow chips to represent 1 damage, and orange chips to represent 5. So 3 yellow chips going underneath the factory in the Caucasus. Alright, next battle we'll be able to roll all this together. So we got the 2 infantry at 1, the bomber at 4, and the defending infantry at 2. And looks like the bomber hit with a 2, and the Russians missed with a 3. Alright, so 1 Russian man off. And the last battle, so we got 4 at 1, 2 at 2, 6 at 3, and the 1 defender at 2. Alright, so plenty of hits, and looks like the Russian defender did get a hit as well. Alright, so 1 infantry off for the Russians, for the Russians, and 1 infantry off for the Germans as a chip. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the markers there and get our IPCs changed out. So we're going to take control of Barbarossa, so that's up 1, and we'll take control of Karelia, that's up 2. We finished that bombing raid with the 3 damage there. So we'll come over here, and we'll go ahead and move Russia down 1, 2, 3, from 30 to 27. And the Germans up 3 from 37 to 40. Alright. Non-combat moves, and I'm going to grab my place unit stuff now so I can put that on as soon as I finish. Alright, so I'm going to take the Russian transport that's in 15, and he's going to go over to 14. This strategic bomber here in the Caucasus, he will go 1, 2 to Romania, Bulgaria. Same thing with the bomber in Barbarossa, we'll go 1, 2 to Romania, Bulgaria. Also, the fighter from France is going to go 1, 2, 3 to Romania, Bulgaria. The infantry and the artillery from East Poland will come down there as well. And the 5 tanks from Germany will head down to there as well. Next, we're going to take these 3 infantry from Germany over to Poland. And the only thing I didn't move was my submarine and aircraft carrier that are in there. And I think I will just leave them there for now. Yeah, they'll both stay there. Okay, so collect income. Germany is at 40 IPCs, plus for its national objectives, it has all 3 of them, because this is just its home territory in mainland Europe. The fact that Finland is gone doesn't matter. We have the Baltic states, East Poland, and Barbarossa newly captured, and Karelia newly captured as well. So we'll collect 55 IPCs, and we're going to add that to the 22 IPCs that we saved. And that will give us 77 IPCs to spend in turn 4. And I'm giving my wife that little side eye to tell her that she's kind of loud cutting wrapping paper, but she's doesn't care. Now she's calling me names under her breath. If only you could hear, you'd know. Place units. We're going to put 6 tanks, a bomber, and 3 fighters all into Germany. All right. So let's recap. We have 4 infantry and artillery and 6 tanks in Karelia, 2 infantry in Barbarossa, 3 infantry in Poland, an infantry and artillery, 5 tanks, a fighter, and 2 strategic bombers in Romania, Bulgaria. We got the 3 damage in the Caucasus on the factory there. We have the transport in Season 14, the infantry in Algeria, Morocco. Don't forget, down, if you can see it down here, the tank in Italian Africa. Oops. Then in C-Zone 5, we have the aircraft carrier and the submarine. And in Germany itself, 3 fighters, a bomber, and 6 tanks. All right, that's it for Germany. Next up is going to be Russia. And you can have East Poland there, Bert. Go for it. And we'll see what else you can do. All right. Good luck, brother.